Kaz, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We were on the Zero line that day, the Afghan side. On our way back from training Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunab province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist.
Skulls?
The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us. It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. But one by one, their voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair.
Could they be some new Spetsnaz unit?
No. The ones that interrogated me were just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that.
If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it.
I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Why'd they come after you?
Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship. Though, a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner.
But they had other motives.
Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan.
That's why they had Paz, still Zeke.
Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base. The world would consider us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us.
We stopped the launch.
And yet they still took us down. Through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cypher wanted. We don't have it anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive?
I don't know. Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
We know virtually nothing about Cypher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are. The new Mother Base started out as a test drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy.
Security forces must know something about the targets. After you grab or hold up an enemy, try interrogating them.
We started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Kaz, you...
What?
I see what you're doing. Recreating the Mother Base we had 9 years ago. Only this time.
That's right. The Mother Base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to the world that we were the victors.
And if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight. And when our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most PFs are small-time operations anyway. And in this business, the minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have Hewick.
Hewick?
Human Exploitation Company. It's a business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a civilian intelligence agency.
Kaz, that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the world, and each sets up an intel network on site. Then they stay in place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflicts. Hewick's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect black box. Hewick members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agencies to make sure Diamond Dogs gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent when we need it.
Networking. In the intelligence community?
Sure, that's how we've grown this far. And when you go out on missions, intel from Hewick will be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you.
That's why you made that ruckus at the Zero line.
Yeah, to make their own surveillance work against them. I think it took some of the heat off Cyprus.
Kaz.
Then I just had to wait for you to save me. And I've gotten used to waiting.
Kaz.
That's not all. It was a good chance to scout the market. And with the West wanting the Soviets out of Afghanistan, their agencies are bursting at the seams with funding. Boss, let's start by building up our Afghan presence.
Why put Mother Base in the Seychelles?
We're at the center of the world here.
We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean.
Come on. Lebanon, Sri Lanka, East Timor, and Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflict zones the world over, including Afghanistan, of course.
So it's prime real estate for him.
Alright, I'm gonna stop that, because I'm here, and I want to be able to listen to what's going on. So my plan, as of right now, is to sneak up on this dude over here. Interrogate him. And see if I can't figure out where. Oh, this guy there too. Be careful. Okay, this one I haven't done yet, so this will be... I might not be as vocal as some people might like, so I apologize for that. Alright, but this guy is going back away from here for now, which makes me feel like he's going to turn around and see me at any moment, but we will take our chances. The big boy here. We'll drag him back away from that little opening there just to be safe and see what he knows.
The map has been updated.
Where are your friends? Where are the others? Where are your friends?
I feel like there's a way to get them to... So far I haven't got them to actually tell me where everyone else is. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong, or my skill level isn't high enough or something, I don't know. But it is kind of frustrating. Okay. So, the blueprint, according to him, is there. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna try to get into this building over here that I was just hiding by, because there are materials in it that I could use. So, not seeing anybody. Doesn't mean no one's here, it just means I'm not seeing anybody, because I can't tell you how many times I've said, oh, there's no one here, and then that reflex thing goes off and I'm like, shit!
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, that looks like that's all there is in here for me to get. I meant to do that a little quieter. Thought I heard footsteps. Shit. Jackass. Okay, so that was the guy that was sitting around over here. I am actually going to go this way. Originally my plan was to go the long way, but that might actually make things harder on me. Not seeing anybody around this corner. But again, not seeing them means nothing. Maybe I can take this dude out and get him to say something interesting.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Go to sleep. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a lot of movement from guards around this area. And by that I mean I don't see a lot of guys standing in one spot for a while and then walking to another one. Probably should have hid that body to be safe. But it's a little late for that now. Or Fulton came out of the place. That actually comes in handy quite a bit. There's one mission where I kind of fucked up and a bunch of guards kind of saw me, or one guard saw me knock out another guard, came over to check, so I knocked that guy out, and then two people from somewhere else on the map came over, saw the two guys I had knocked out, went over to help, or to see what was going on. I knocked them out too. And instead of just like picking up one body, moving it to another area, and coming back for the next body, and so on and so forth, I just hooked up a Fulton balloon to all four of them and just sent them off on their way. Figured that'd be a hell of a lot easier and a lot safer than leaving them there. And again, I haven't come across a situation where I need a lot of GP, or GMP rather. But I'm playing it safe and trying to not like spend a bunch of money. Okay, I can see it's starting to get a little lighter outside, so that's not good. Don't see anybody that way. Trying to see if there's anybody other than that guy sitting there. It doesn't appear that way. I hear a truck. That's not good. Alright, that's gonna complicate things. Hopefully he keeps on driving. It appears that he is, so I will just try taking this dude out. Keep an eye on that guy. And at some point I can Fulton, I keep doing that little box on the Fulton that kind of looks like I should hit square, so I hit square, and then Snake dives out of the way of nothing. Oh, Jesus.
Marker placed.
I thought the building was right here. I was in the wrong spot the whole goddamn time. Damn it. Okay, I have a feeling that guy is gonna find the guy I knocked out earlier. And that's gonna suck. But I think what I want is in here somewhere. There it is.
Side ops list
Could be
updated.
just what we need to develop new
Extraction
weapons and
arrived
equipment.
at Mother Base.
Let's grab those while we're here. And we should be able to get out of here. Provided I don't stumble across some guy I didn't see on my way out. Which again, is highly probable. I'm honestly half tempted to go back and try stealing that truck, but knowing my luck, someone will see me. And that is not something I want to try. Oh. I thought for sure he would have seen that guy I knocked out earlier in the building, but I guess not.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Actually, I'm going to request pickup.
Please select a landing zone.
Wow. All the way over there. Maybe not. I kind of wish it would show on here where they are.
Marker
I'm going to head to
placed.
that marker.
Это КП, понял. Всем подразделениям. У нас могут быть нарушители. Конец связи.
I don't feel like calling in the helicopter now because I don't want him to be sitting there for an hour while I forgot how to get over that way. Well, that didn't work like I wanted it to. I'm kind of wondering how the bond with D-Horse will end up going down. I assume if you get the horse shot a few times, it's probably not going to like you too much.
You have arrived at
Alright,
your
now I
destination.
think I can call the helicopter in to pick me up.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Alright, so we'll just hop off here and pick some flowers. Oh, I saw that Lowe's and I bring them flowers. Now that I think about it, there was a shiny object back in that mission, that base I could have looked at, which I think was a diamond, but I'm already risking it enough, so I'll deal with it later. Alright, I can hear in the background.